ACCAs, this is Vishnu Jay, a proud Fin-Trammer, and I welcome you all to the PM Revision short series where we will be revising through some key examinable topics. So folks, in this session, we're going to clear a common query that a few students have. Okay folks, what exactly is the difference between the traditional method of costing, that is absorption costing, as well as activity-based costing as well? Now, first of all, let's talk about absorption costing, right? So what exactly are we doing here? In absorption costing, we are taking the total overhead cost of the particular organization. And then what we do is we divide it based on a common basis, isn't it? It could be using machine hours, or it could be using direct labor hours, etc. That's basically as to what we do in absorption costing. However, when it comes to activity-based costing, what we do is we segregate each department to cost pools, and for each pool, what we will do is we will take out the total cost and we divide it with the cost drivers. So the key aspect here is that in absorption costing, we use a common basis to allocate cost to each individual units. However, in activity-based costing, we're not doing that. Instead, what we do is we identify the driving factor of that particular cost and allocate cost based on the cost drivers rather than using a common basis. So that is basically the primary difference. So an example of cost drivers or activity-based costing would be, let's say, the total packing cost. So in absorption costing, what we do is we include the total packing cost along with all other overhead costs, and then we divide it using a common basis, that is machine hours or direct labor hours, etc. Isn't it? However, when it comes to activity-based costing, what we do is we take out the packaging cost separately and we divide it using the driving factor of that particular cost, which could be, let's say, the number of customer orders, isn't it? So the more order we have, the more the packing cost will be, isn't it? So that's basically the idea here. Okay folks, so that is basically the difference between these two methods. One takes the entire cost and divides it on a common basis, whereas the other, that is activity-based costing, looks at each individual cost and then identify the cost drivers and allocate the overhead cost to the product based on the cost drivers. That's basically the difference. Okay folks, so I hope you enjoyed this particular small session. Of course, there would be more sessions where we will be discussing about more interesting topics as well. Okay folks, so subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be notified about more informative content. This is Vishnu Vijay signing off for now.